Hey guys, before I start, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. You may have noticed that I've been posting a lot more videos lately. I am trying to post at least 2 to 3 videos every week now. Just trying to grow my channel and maybe get better at this. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how I gained 130 pounds. As you know, if you've watched my other videos, I have recently lost 80 pounds, but it was a long process. Like, I was gaining weight for about 10 years before I finally lost it. So, when I was 18, 19, I only weighed 120 pounds. When I was 19, me and my husband got pregnant, and we were really excited. We had been trying for a while to get pregnant. We've been together since we were 14. When I turned 16, I found out I had cervical cancer and knew that I had a limited amount of time to have children, because even though they got rid of the tissue then, they said it would come back and eventually I would need a hysterectomy. So once we turned 17, which is kind of young, but like we were both almost done with school, and at the time we thought it was the right choice, we started trying to get pregnant. And it took years. We did not get pregnant until we were 19. So we were really excited. We both had graduated as valedictorian of our class. We were both working. We had our own apartment. Like, we were young, but we were stable enough to have a child at that point in time. So we were excited. We celebrated, and I was extremely excited. Shortly after I found out I was pregnant, I lost the baby. And within months after that, like, I just went into a deep depression. I quit my job. I think I didn't work again for like at least a year. Like, I just laid in bed all day, and I gained 60 pounds. Because, like, I went from 120 to 180. So that was my first gaining of weight. And I didn't lose that. Like, I stayed at 180 until the other things started to happen. So, again, like, after we lost the baby and I was feeling up to it, I'm like, okay, let's try again. Like, I would still like to have a family with you. I had calmed down enough to where I was in the right state of mind. So I'm like, okay, let's try again. And again, like, it took 3 years this time. I didn't get pregnant again until I was 22. And pregnancy and having a baby and all the energy it takes from you makes you gain a lot of weight. So after I had my first son, I weighed 215 pounds. So that was a lot, like, just at that time. So 4 months after I had him, like, I got surprise pregnant. Like, in all the time me and my husband had been together, we never got pregnant without having to work really hard at it. So 4 months after I had my first son, when I found out, like, surprise, like, you're pregnant again, and I wasn't trying, like, that was amazing to me. Like, I was dumbfounded for the longest time. But again, that led to more weight gain. So after I had my second son, I was at 230 pounds. And I stayed at that for a while. And then a year after I had my second son, I got pregnant again, like with my fourth child. Like my fourth child, because I lost my first child. So, like, if that confuses people, that's what I mean. Like, it's my fourth child. I got really attached to, like, all my like, these are my children. And I know some people have different views on at what point in time they become your children. But me, like, I'm a mom. Like, they're all my children. So, my fourth child. I got pregnant with my fourth child, and I was extremely excited about it. But it became stressful very fast, because at first I was going to my appointments and my numbers were doubling. And then I went to an appointment and they didn't quite double. Like, they were below. And they told me then that they thought I lost my baby, because your hormone levels are supposed to double every so often. I think it's every day or every 2 days. I forget. But when they didn't double, Like, they knew there was a problem. They're like, oh, you probably lost your baby. So, like, immediately, like, I fell apart, like, started having to go in for ultrasounds and more blood work and just waiting on answers because, like, I just kept praying, like, it was a fluke and nothing was wrong. Over time, like, my numbers were still going up. So, like, I knew I was still pregnant. The doctors knew I was still pregnant, but they weren't doubling. So, eventually, they found out it was ectopic. The pregnancy was in my tube. And this destroyed me a lot because I am anti-abortion, and this doesn't really qualify as abortion, but it felt like abortion to me because my child was still alive. But when it's in your tube, the only thing they can do is take it out. So, like, I was destroyed because I went into surgery knowing my baby was still alive and they were taking it out. It wasn't going to survive. It was only, like, maybe 10 weeks old. So, there was, like, no chance. Like, and after that, because, like, I had already had my 2 children before that one. So, like, I understood more of what I was losing. And when you lose a child that early in pregnancy, you don't get to find out the gender. They don't let you keep the baby and take it home and, like, cremate it or anything like that. You don't get to name the baby because you don't know if it was a boy or a girl. So, I was destroyed, and for at least a year, maybe 2 after that, and I had gained more weight. Like, I ended up to 250 pounds, and that was the worst. Like, that was the peak, and, like, that was the worst. And I found out I had type 2 diabetes after that, and that scared me because then, like, I had to really think, like, you know, like, I'm torn, like, to shreds because, like, I've lost 2 children at this point. But, like, I still have 2 sons that I have to be here for, that I was very blessed to have. Like, out of the 4 times I've been pregnant, like, I've only had 2. So I was extremely blessed to have them, and it took me getting sick to, like, realize, like, I had to change myself and get myself better so that I could be the best mom I could be to my boys that are here. I still hurt for the children I lost, but now I have a reason to keep going and stay healthy. So if you guys have been watching my weight loss journey and ever wonder, like, how it ever got that out of control, this is the story. This is how it got so out of control for 10 years. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm hoping to make some better videos for you in the future. Thank you for watching.